What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing our beginner Pilates standing workout. If we've not met before, my name's Margaret, I'm 25, I live in Arizona. I'm a Pilates instructor and this is our second beginner Pilates series. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in. So if you wanna come to a standing position on your mat, you can stand about hips distance, or feet about hips distance apart. Can you tell I've been teaching all day? We'll roll the shoulders down and back, stack your shoulders on top of your ribs on top of the hips, soft little bend into the knees. We'll start by taking a nice deep inhale. You can pull the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, we'll drop the shoulders down and back. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, we'll drop them down and back. We'll do two more just like that. Inhale to bring the shoulders up. Good. Exhale, we drop them down and back. This will be our last one. Inhale to bring the shoulders up. We'll exhale, drop them down and back. From here, I just want you to do a little bit of marching. Start to lift one foot and then the other. I'm gonna try to keep you on both feet for this whole time. So we're not going to do like any intense balancing, any crazy balancing like we did last month. Not that it was crazy, but we're gonna focus more with both feet on the ground. Okay, just so you know where we're headed. Take a couple more each side. And then once you're feeling good, we're actually gonna go right in. We'll bring the feet about hips distance apart, keep all 10 toes pointed forward. All we're gonna do here is sit down and back into a squat, shift the hips down and back, and then I want you to shift your weight over into your right leg. So your hip, your knee, your ankle are all in line. We'll start to get light in the left toes, and I want you to inhale, step the left foot out, exhale, bring it in. We'll keep moving like that. Inhale, step it out. Exhale, bring it in. Now I like to swing my arms kind of forward and back as I move. For me, that is a really good way to counterbalance the movement. Helps me to feel a little bit more stable, but you do what you want to do. Good. Okay, we're gonna do three more here. 3, 2, good, last one. Good, step your left foot out. Sink a little bit deeper into the right leg. Give me little tiny pulses, 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Good, super small, slow and controlled. We're pushing really heavy into that right heel. It's a tiny movement, really, really tiny. We'll just do 4 more like this. 4, good, 3, perfect, 2, last one, good. Keep it low. I want you to flatten out through that left foot. We're gonna exhale to stand up out of that squat on the right leg. Inhale, sink it right back down. Good. And we'll just keep moving like that. So it feels kind of nice to flesh it out on that right leg. Still a whole lot of work, and you'll feel your hip kind of burning up underneath you. That's okay. Stick with it. Stick with me. You're gonna make it, I promise. Everything's gonna be okay. Good, we'll take 4 more like this. 4, 3, good, 2, last one. Good, sink it nice and low one more time. Give me those tiny pulses, 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Super small, slow and controlled. We're driving into that right heel. That's what gives us the power to lift. Good, 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, we stand it back up. We go back into that lateral lunge. This time we're gonna add in a little bit of rotation. I want you to bring your thumbs into your armpits as we lower down. We turn the left elbow to the right knee. Good, exhale, pull it back up. Just a little bit of rotation. If you wanna bring your arms all the way out into a T, you can do that as well. I find thumbs to the armpits is a little bit more accessible, at least for me. I have kind of weird shoulders. Sometimes they don't like to be moving around. Good, we'll do 2 more like this. 2, and last one. Good, everything's gonna come up. Take a breath, shake out the legs. We'll reset the feet. We're gonna start that same thing all again now over on the other side. So we start by sitting down and back into a squat. You shift your weight over into your left leg, press heavy into that left heel, start to come light onto your right toes. Good. We inhale to step that right foot out. Exhale to bring it in. Whoop, but be careful, don't fall over. I always find like the second I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna have both feet on the ground, everything's gonna be cool. Like, not a big deal. That's always the seconds when I like start to topple over and lose my balance. So all of our standing exercises are a really good example of do as I say, not as I do. Good. You wanna swing those arms around. If that helps you to have a little bit of a counterbalance, go ahead and swing the arms forward and back. Good, we do 4 more here. 4, 3. You got it, 2. Last one, we step that right foot out, little tiny pulses in that left leg. Good, just 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Feel a little bit of heat building in that left hip. Maybe in the quad, the hamstring, anywhere you feel it is totally right. 4 more, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we'll plant that right foot all the way down. We exhale to come up. Inhale, we sit down and back into that left hip. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, the funny thing about standing Pilates is, first of all, that everyone loves it. Second of all, like, it's not a real thing. Like, I've been classically trained in mat Pilates, and like standing Pilates is not a part of the classical repertoire, like, at all. The most standing that you do in classical mat Pilates is going like from a standing position down into a push-up, like an inchworm. So I think that's like always the funniest thing when you guys are like, oh, we love standing Pilates. I'm like, it's not a real thing. Good, next one that you take down, I want you to hold it there. Take those little pulses, 1 inch up, 1 inch down, super small, slow and controlled. Good, driving down into that left heel. That's what gives you the power to lift, right? Good, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, we stand up out of this and we take it right back down. This time we start to add in the rotation. I like thumbs to the armpits, elbows out nice and wide as you take it down, right elbow towards the left knee. It doesn't have to get all the way down there. That's just the direction that we're moving, right? So don't feel pressured to like get your elbow to your knee. It probably won't get there. Mine very obviously does not get there. If you're really flexible, it might, but if you're able to touch your knee to your elbow, I want you to check in with your body and really make sure you're staying in good alignment. Good, we're just gonna do 3 more here. 3. Good, 2. Last one. Good, everything comes up, drop those arms, step out through the legs a little bit, take a breath. Okay, good. All right, from here, we're gonna move into a little wide plie squat series. Feet are gonna come out wider than the hips, toes turn out, heels turn in. Doesn't have to be a huge turnout, you can keep it pretty tiny, however is comfortable for you. Hands can come to your hips, we'll keep the shoulders stacked on top of the hips and we inhale, sink nice and low. Exhale, push into the heels, squeeze through the inner thighs to lift. Good. Now, as we're about halfway into the standing workout, it's gonna be a quicker one today because tomorrow I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of a longer, full body Pilates workout. So just so you know, when we get to the end of this, I don't want you to be like, oh man, that was so short. Like, it'll be okay. You're gonna get a longer one tomorrow. I promise you will. I promise you will. And the fun thing about the beginner series too is that you can string some of the workouts together. That's why I made them shorter, so they would be, you know, bite-sized and digestible for you to do one of them a day. But, you know, if you had more time, you could always string them together. Good. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, last one. I want you to hold it low, keep it there. Take a deep breath. We're gonna take little tiny pulses, moving 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Same thing with those pulses we did to start in our little skater. We're pushing into the heels to give us the power to lift, squeezing a little bit into the inner thighs. Good, we do 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, we stand it back up. Take it right back down into that full range of motion squat. Good. And you'll notice right away here, like heat builds really quickly when you do standing workouts like this. So like if you want to do this twice over, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to, but you can. Good, 2 more here, then we hold low, 2. Last one, hold it low, keep it there. I want you to start to lift the right heel away from the mat. Doesn't have to be a super high lift, a little lift. We're just gonna lower and lift that heel. Good, so start small, try to keep the hips level. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, we just do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, plant the right heel down, keep it low, reset if you need to, maybe come up, come back down, that's fine. Same thing on the left heel, we lift, we lower. Good, lift and lower, you got it, lift and lower, perfect. Really small, controlled movements, right? Nothing crazy. Just 4 more. 4. Got it. 3. Perfect. 2. And last one. We stand everything up. Take a second, take a breath, maybe hinge forward a little bit from the hips. Okay, step it out. You're doing good. You're doing good. We have one more little push here, and I'm gonna flip to the side so that you guys can see me. We're gonna do a squat to reverse lunge complex, and I wanna say right away, with the reverse lunge, if you're feeling wobbly, I want you to make sure that before you step back, your feet are about hips distance apart, and you can even take it a little bit wider than that. That's fine. Of course, my watch thinks I'm talking to it. I'm not. Okay? This is what we're gonna do. Bring your feet about hips distance apart, a little bit wider than that if you feel better there. Okay? We'll inhale, sit down and back into a squat. Exhale, stand it up. We take the right foot, we'll step it back, find a reverse lunge. Exhale, stand it up. Inhale, squat. Exhale, stand. Good. And just like that, we'll alternate from side to side. And sometimes in a reverse lunge, if you're not used to the movement, sometimes it can get a little bit wobbly. So the two things you check in on are your hips and your shoulders. Everything should stay squared off towards whatever's right in front of you. I keep forgetting to add in the squat. If you ditch the squat, it is not a big deal. And as we step back, we make sure we're stepping back so the feet are about hips distance apart. That's gonna give you maximum stability. I think a lot of the times when we start to feel wobbly in a lunge, it's when we're trying to step like one of our feet straight back in line with the front foot. That's what's gonna throw you off. So, you know, try your best. You can keep that stance as wide as you need to. Whoop. Make that lunge as short as you need to. It doesn't have to be, you know, super big. What I always like to tell people is like, bigger is not better, right? More is not better. It's just more, it's just bigger. It's not going to really give you any huge benefit, right? Okay, we'll do 2 more each side because now that heart rate's getting up. 2 and 2. Good, I'm gonna flip to this side now. We'll do last one. Last one, good. I want you to come back through to that squat, sit down and back. Find that lowest, deepest, draw belly button to spine, flatten out the back. Tiny pulses, 1 inch up and 1 inch down. My heart rate is like building and building, I feel it. I always know like the standing workouts get me. I'm like, this is gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. But even just like 15 or 10 minutes, it's still so hard. We'll do 4 more, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, we're gonna stand up, take the right foot, step it back. Find that lowest, deepest lunge, whatever that looks like for you. Try to evenly distribute your weight between your front foot and your back foot, tiny pulses. Think about driving into that left heel. For a second, I was like, whoa, where am I? What do I say? Driving into that left heel to give you the power to lift. We do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, we're gonna stand it up carefully. Right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, sink down and back into that lunge. It doesn't have to be perfect. Push into the right heel, giving you the power to lift. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Really small, slow and controlled. Good. Deep breaths. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, we're gonna stand all the way up. Now we're gonna take some stretches. I told you, shorter than our other workouts today. That's okay. If you want to, if you really want to, go back and do another one of the workouts from earlier in the week, because tomorrow you're getting a longer workout, okay? Walk your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. We'll take the right hand to the hip. Left arm's gonna reach up and over, overhead, pushing gently. The left hip, or the left hip over towards the left, reaching the left arm over towards the right. Good, we'll pull back up through center. Same thing over on the other side. Left hand down, right arm reaches up overhead. We push the hips over. Good, nice deep breath. We bring everything back up. We'll take one more inhale, circle the arms around and up. Exhale, we'll hinge at the hips, forward fold, reach it down for your mat. Take a deep breath here. Good, and slowly we'll start to roll everything back up to stand. And that is going to conclude our standing workout for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. It's gonna be more of a full length beginner Pilates workout, so just be ready for that. Get ready, do some stretches, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I just can't resist you.
You got